everyone. It is Heather, Ben, and Megan from Heather Travels, and we are here at home today, as all of you probably are as well, because we are still under a stay-at-home order by our governor during the 2020 coronavirus pandemic. And in today's video, we are going to talk about what we are most looking forward to doing after the pandemic is over. Okay, so I made a list of the 10 things that I am most looking forward to doing, and I'm going to go through my list, and the kids are just going to chime in whether they agree or disagree, or if they have something else that isn't on my list, okay?
That's similar.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So the number one thing on my list that I'm looking forward to when we can freely move about again is going to the movies.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm super sad because there were quite a few movies in March and April that we were looking forward to seeing, and even now in May they've been postponed. Some of the movies that got moved or changed were the new James Bond, No Time to Die, Mulan, the live action Mulan, was supposed to come out March 27th. There was something else.
F9? Or that
Oh no, that's coming out. That's supposed to be coming out in summer.
That's only you want to see.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll go.
We'll go with you. There was something else in March or April that we aren't going to get to see.
Wasn't animated?
I do think it was nice that Disney put Frozen 2 and Onward to Disney Plus so fast, so people could watch them at home.
Like 1 or 2 weeks after Onward came out, they just put it on.
Yeah, we had already seen it in the theaters, but I imagine a lot of other people had.
I just watched Onward again on Disney Plus like a few days ago.
Disney has announced that Artemis Fowl, which was supposed to come out this summer, is going to go straight to Disney Plus. It's not going to be released in theaters at all. They gave late July release dates for Black Widow and Jungle Cruise, which was already going to be July, at the end of July anyway, but I think they bumped it back a week so that they could put Black Widow in its original spot. And then something else on Disney got moved to November. Can't remember what it was. Mulan. Mulan got moved to November. Anyway, we're excited to go to the movies. That's one of the first things that we will probably do when this is over. I'm going to say, okay, everybody who knows me knows that I am not happy about them putting recliners in our local movie theater. Our local movie theater actually was already closed before this happened because they are they're renovating all the theaters and replacing all the seats with recliners. I don't like the recliners. Megan doesn't either. And the reason we don't like them is because we don't like to put our feet up. We like to sit.
Our feet can't touch the
ground.
ground.
We like to sit normally, and because they're so deep, when we're sitting normally, our feet don't touch the floor. And so I actually get a backache from trying to go to the movies now. The same people own the movie theater in the next town over, and so that's where we've been having to go while our movie theater was closed before all the movie theaters were ordered closed, and that one already has had the recliners for a couple years. And we were just kind of like, oh, I don't like these things. But I will say there might be a little bit of advantage to them. They reduce the capacity of the theater. Now, before the pandemic, I was complaining about that because I said it's going to make it harder for people to get to go to popular movies because there's not as many seats. But now that might be a good thing because there'll be fewer people in the movie theater, and also they're farther apart. Just a little bit, but I mean,
like this much.
Yeah, I mean, you're not like.
I tried to do a hand measurement. My hands were not on the screen.
But I mean, like when we used to go to the movies in the old seats, we'd be like this close together.
Yeah.
But now there's
and
there's like this much, and
it's like just
a big wide thing.
There's like
you can set your popcorn bag there.
It's like a baby space.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, the second thing on my list is to see Anastasia and probably also Frozen. These are touring Broadway productions that Megan and I have tickets to. We had very good seats. Well, we have very good seats for both of them, but I had very good seats for Anastasia. I paid like $400 each show for these tickets, and I was very excited about seeing Anastasia. We were supposed to go to that on March 28th. But in Minnesota, you can't have any gatherings of more than 10 people or whatever, just like here. And so those were all postponed. Anastasia is listed on the Ticketmaster website as being postponed to a future date to be determined. Frozen is still listed as going, but I'm sure that'll get postponed too. So I really do want to see both of those shows. So I'm looking forward to that, to whenever our tickets are still good. We just don't know when they're going to be. Okay. Thirdly, see shows at the Guthrie. The Guthrie is a professional theater in Minneapolis, and we go to shows there quite a bit. And there was nothing else. Megan lucked out. Tell them about that.
Like a week before everything shut down for the pandemic, my theater class, I guess, took a field trip to the Guthrie to see Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, and it was really good, and we all really enjoyed it. And I'm really glad we got to squeeze that in right before this all happened.
The rest of the Guthrie's 2019-2020 season has been canceled. So all the rest of the run of that show and all the other shows that they were going to be doing at this spring are not happening. So she got that in just under the wire. The English department at her high school takes a trip to the Guthrie, I think every year, don't they? Mm-hmm. Last year she saw...
Noises Off. It was a comedy.
And she liked it so much she had us go again. She had me go with her so I could see it too. It was very funny. But in the upcoming 2020-2021 season, which they've already announced, there's like 5-6 shows we want to see. And one of them that we really want to see is A Christmas Carol. I want to take him, just like I did her when she was the same age as Ben, because in school they read A Christmas Carol in what will be next year, school year. And so I like to take the kids to that because it's an excellent production of A Christmas Carol that the Guthrie does. It's really, really good. So we're looking forward to that. The fourth thing that I am looking forward to, and if you watched my video from my recent video about books to read to help you escape, going to the library. We go to the library a lot. I live very close to the public library. I've mentioned this before. I'm always talking about good books. And we haven't been able to go to the library since everything shut down because it's closed. And they're not even taking books back. And we have a huge bag full of books upstairs that we finished all our library books.
Yeah.
We're done with all of them. And they're just sitting up there because we can't return them. They said just hold on to them. There's no fines or anything. I had to buy a whole bunch of books from Amazon and Book Depository and stuff to get shipped to me. So I had something to read because I didn't have any books. I'm going to donate the books. I don't keep books like that, like novels. I read them once and then I'm not going to read them again. So, we have books in our house, but they're things like we would reference, travel books and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But when I'm done reading these books that I bought online, I'm going to donate them to the little libraries that are around our town. There's a website, if I remember, I'll put it in right here. There's a website with a map of all the little libraries all over the country where you can go get free books that people leave, and you can leave books for other people. So if your library is closed and you want an actual book to hold and read like I do, and you don't want to read on a screen, consider using those little libraries. Okay, the fifth thing I am looking forward to after this is all over is going on a cruise.
Yes.
We are all sad because we have not been on a cruise now it's almost 2 years.
We miss the ocean.
We miss the ocean. We have not seen the ocean since August of 2018. And it's probably going to be more than 2 years by the time we see the ocean again. We do have a cruise booked on the Disney Dream for August of 2021. That's a year and 4 months away. We did cancel a cruise on Royal Caribbean. What ship was it?
It was the
Navigator.
Navigator of the Seas. Yeah, thank you. Navigator of the Seas, we canceled because it was when Megan was supposed to be going to France, which, good news. Some good travel news. We just found out yesterday that Megan's trip to France that was in Switzerland that she was supposed to go on this June, which was canceled, is not canceled. It has been rescheduled to next summer. So Megan still gets to go to France and Switzerland. She's just going 1 year later than she was originally going to go. And that's actually probably a good thing because she'll have 1 more year of French language in school. And that's actually the same time that her brother Andrew went. That was the age he was, and that was where he was in school. And that was a very good experience for him too. Okay, so going on a cruise. that we have a future cruise credit with Royal Caribbean for that canceled Navigator of the Seas cruise. If things are going well, you may have seen on the news that the CDC has now issued a do not cruise order for 100 more days from April 10th. So that's like, way into summer. Because of that CDC order, it's going to be like late July, August of this year, of 2020, before anybody's going to be able to cruise again. If it doesn't go longer than that. And so, but maybe next spring break, we could use that future cruise credit possibly and go on Navigator of the Seas. That's a possibility. So that's something that we're looking forward to. Okay, another thing that I am looking forward to is going to Disneyland in California. And this isn't necessarily going to be something that happens right after things go back to normal, but that's just been something that's been on my list for a while that we've been wanting to do. The last time we went, you guys were pretty little.
I was like 7 and he was 4.
Yeah, it was quite a while ago. And so they don't even remember it. Ben doesn't remember it very well. And we really want to go all together. So that's something that we're looking forward to doing. Okay, and then also, number 7, I want to go to Disneyland Paris. Maybe I can go back to that idea since I have time to plan. One of the things we had considered was flying to Europe and meeting Megan at the end of her trip. But we wouldn't have been able to do it this year because we didn't have enough money.
Or we didn't
plan far enough advance. But now since that she's not going to France for another year, maybe we could do that. We had talked about meeting her in Paris and going to Disneyland Paris. So that's a possibility. Maybe we will do that. Would you guys like some videos on Disneyland Paris? Leave us a thumbs up if you would. Okay. Number 8, take my kids to London. I took their older brother Andrew to London in 2007. They have not been to London. I absolutely love London. It is on my favorite cities list. I made a whole video series about that. I just love London and I really want to take these guys to London. That's another possibility if we could get London in there too, but that's, now the money's going up. But anyway, at some point we want to go to London. Another really good time I think to go to London would be at a Thanksgiving break.
Yeah.
Because I think it'd be good, and they don't have Thanksgiving in the UK, so they don't care. It's not a holiday there. It's not going to be crowded. Okay, number 9, I can actually cross this one off, sort of. Because Megan's trip wasn't going to happen, I had put on here, take my kids to Switzerland. Because Megan was really disappointed that she wasn't going to get to go to Switzerland, but now she is still going to get to go.
Well, does Ben want to go to Switzerland?
Do you want to go to Switzerland?
I mean, I don't really mind.
Yeah, either way, you'd be good.
Either way, I'd be fine.
So that's not necessarily a thing since she's going anyway. That kind of I made this list before we found out her trip was getting rescheduled. Okay, and then number 10 is just make more vlogs for you guys. Travel YouTuber, have had to be making all of our videos from home and probably will be for a while yet. And so I'm just really excited and anxious to get back out there and make more vlogs of, things that we do out and hotel tours and restaurant reviews. You can't eat in a restaurant right now. And going places and, maybe taking a summer vacation, maybe at the way end of the summer if that's possible. Mm-hmm. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to doing when this is all over. So would you guys agree with that? Are there any places you want to go like right away? Like as soon as possible?
That's
just somewhere.
Just anywhere?
Somewhere.
Yeah, we can't go anywhere. We haven't left our town except to go to the clinic one town over 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
For 15 minutes. That's the only time we've left our town at all. I mean, I run to to the pharmacy and come right back and that's it. So, later today I'm going to go get my grocery pickup. Which, if you guys didn't see that meme, getting a grocery pickup time is harder than getting a fast pass for Flight of Passage.
It really is.
It actually is. I figured out the trick. You have to stay up or get up at exactly midnight and grab a grocery pickup time. I'm not kidding. That's what I had to do. And then I went to bed, and then when I got up at like 6:30 in the morning, they were all gone. Yep. So that's what you got to do. If you can't get a grocery pickup time, It's like having to get up at 6 a.m. on the day your FastPass window opens 60 days prior. That's what it's like. Okay, is there anything that was not on my list that you guys want to add that you were looking forward to?
I think I'm good.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think so.
You know what I know they're not looking forward to? Going back to school.
Oh no.
They are happy as can be not to be at school right now.
Yes.
I love online school.
Megan actually really loves online school. I actually wish that they would keep the program that they're using as an option for people in the future.
Please.
Because I have actually considered homeschooling my kids in the past because they both had periods in school where things were really hard for them at school, bullying and stuff like that. And it's not the schools, it's not the teachers, it's the other kids, right? It's the other kids. Now, I mean, they both have lots of friends too, but there are other kids that just make school a not fun place to be. And they have actually asked me in the past if they can be homeschooled, and I very strongly considered homeschooling, but there weren't any really great options for how to do it. And I don't have enough confidence for like things like math and science to be able to teach them myself. But this program that our school district is using
is very good.
Excellent, and Megan really likes it. And so I actually wish that they would continue offering that as an option for people, because here's the thing. Next fall, I don't know if school will open back up or not next fall, but if it does, there's probably still going to be a lot of parents like me who are not going to be comfortable sending their kids. And I really wonder if they do reopen the schools in the fall, if a lot of people are going to want to keep their kids home. I found out in our school, my kids went to school on Friday, March 13th, and our school was still in session. The governor had ordered all schools closed by Wednesday, March 18th, but our school still had school mainly to send the computers home with the kids on Monday, March 16th and Tuesday, March 17th. Megan couldn't have gone to school on Tuesday, March 17th anyway because she had surgery. I kept my kids home because I did not feel safe or comfortable for them going those 2 days. And I found out that I don't know what the numbers were for our school district, but in the neighboring school district, 3,000 kids were absent that day. So it wasn't just me. There were a lot of people who felt uncomfortable sending their kids to school those 2 days and kept their kids. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining us today for this video. What are you looking forward to doing after the pandemic is over? Do you have some of the same things on your list that we had on our list? Or do you have some different things that you were looking forward to doing? Put them in the comments down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thanks everyone for joining us today. Safe travels.
Safe travels.